What up, everyone? I'm Justin. I can't believe we're 25 movies deep into the cinematic universe already. It feels just like yesterday freaking Iron Man 3 came out. Speaking of which, if you hated the Mandarin in that film, I think in this iteration you'll be pleasantly surprised. So I'm just gonna get into my thoughts and opinions after seeing Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. First off, the director of this film, Destin Daniel Cretton. If you guys haven't seen his previous movie, Just Mercy, go check it out now. He really knows how to do representation in film, and I can see why Disney picked him for this. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is about a guy named Shang-Chi. Or Shang-Chi, I forget how to say it properly. He grew up having a rough childhood. His dad was ruthless, and even though there's some good in him, for the most part, he's just a dick. He's power hungry and will stop at nothing to get more. You'd think having badass ancient weapons called the Ten Rings, which grant him numerous powers, would be enough, right? Shang-Chi and his sister do not approve of him. Obviously, it's a superhero movie, so it's up to him and his squad to thwart his father's evil plans. I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely worried about this film. The last time they tried to do martial arts choreography in the MCU, it turned out like crap. But I'm happy to say all of the fight sequences in this film look pretty solid thanks to fight coordinator Brett Allen. He's worked on tons of Jackie Chan projects, so you know he's bringing it to this film. I mean, he even took 4 weeks to film a fight sequence. I gotta give credit to everyone who worked on this project, because let me tell you, it paid off. Our two main characters, played by Simu Liu and Awkwafina, have crazily good chemistry on screen. Their dynamic reminds me of some of my friends even. The supporting cast all played their part as well. Michelle Yeoh, Benedict Wong, Tony Leung. That dude killed it as the Mandarin. I read up on him years ago, and I'm glad they strayed away from his comic book version. The Ten Rings would have essentially just been like another Infinity Stone deal, so I'm glad they didn't make that plot element stale. Him and his child, Shang-Chi, if you guys want me to sum up the relationship, it's literally Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, beat for beat. I shit you not. It still worked for me, don't get me wrong, I'm just saying. The writing was on point, MCU connections and cameos were fun, the CGI was good for the most part, but unfortunately you could definitely tell where they focused a lot of their budget, like certain scenes they showed creatures or visual effects and it kind of looked like a PS3 cutscene. The only other major gripe I had is, okay, this movie is about Chinese culture, I love it. The main character even has a Kung Fu Hustle poster on the back of his room wall. The music with this film, why aren't I hearing any popular tracks in Chinese? Can you imagine how badass a fight sequence would have been if Shang-Chi's just wrecking henchmen left and right, but a Chinese rap song's playing over with some crazy beats? What the hell was Jay Chou doing? Like, they didn't even think to call him for this movie, but yet they decided to go with artists like Saweetie? Her music didn't fit with this movie. The orchestral score wasn't really anything to write home about either, but I mean, it's a Marvel movie. Not many of them have great soundtracks. Is it too much to ask for a catchy superhero theme? Anyways, I think maybe it could have something to do with China not actually showing this movie in their country. They said it was stupid. They don't really do comic books and mysticism and all that stuff, but I'm not even going to get into that. Maybe they're keeping their Chinese artists from performing in American movies too? Anyways, for me this movie completely blew Black Widow out of the water. I mean, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon-like fight sequences, well-written characters who all got their moments to shine, light comedy. And when I say that, I mean they know when and where to do it in this movie. You don't see the Mandarin cracking jokes, I'll tell you that much. The film moves along at a great pace too, thanks to the perfectly executed action sequences and the fantasy elements. Before seeing this movie, I wasn't too sure about the fantasy elements blending with this martial arts film, but the director somehow made it work. It didn't come off as stupid at all, and you know what? I have no problem saying Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is the best Marvel solo film since Captain America Winter Soldier. So it's an obvious recommendation for me. Comic book fans, martial arts fans, and hell, even people who are just looking for a fun action movie will be satisfied with this. It's definitely a film that stands on its own despite some other Marvel references peppered in here or there. And like every Marvel movie, there's 2 end credit scenes. You guys already know the drill. A lackluster soundtrack doesn't really take away from how much I love this movie though, and it's got insane rewatchability. Hope you guys enjoy it, and once again, thanks for watching. Until next time.